Britain's countryside is drowning in plastic, and all too often it's our wildlife paying the price. This hedgehog was caught in a pool tie, this swan tangled in a fishing line, and a duck found with a plastic ring painfully embedded in the skin of his neck. Harry was found injured, a plastic comb in the skin of his mouth and jaw.
His jaw was ripped and his lip was ripped open. So it healed up, obviously. But I mean, just something simple like this, thrown away, and the damage it causes.
They've no idea how it got there, but if a passerby hadn't spotted him, he could have starved to death.
Everybody needs to be worried about it because it's just killing wildlife.
Jeff runs a wildlife rescue and sees dozens of stories like this every month. This swan's feathers are still growing back after a plastic beer can ring rubbed his neck raw. Now Jeff has started collecting evidence from some of their worst cases.
This is in, say, the last 7 months. Just simple things. It's just so stupid that people just throw all these things away and it's killing all the wildlife. You know, it's just horrendous. This is the hedgehog that got the plastic down its throat. He's very lucky to be alive. He must have been starving and thought that was food, picked it up and swallowed it. And then we had to get some tweezers and gently pull it out of his throat.
And how common is this kind of thing?
Very common, very common. We come across it regular.
The latest government figures show that in 2016 the UK produced around 2.2 million tonnes of plastic packaging waste. But less than half, just over 1 million tonnes, was recovered or recycled. So what happens to the rest? Some ends up in landfill, of course, but some ends up scattered along our roadways, woodland walks, at beauty spots and in the waterways. And beneath the surface, it builds up quickly. The Canal and River Trust found that every 78-foot stretch of waterway contains, on average, 150 plastic bags, as well as other assorted litter. These can trap fish and other wildlife and can take decades to degrade. When they do, they leak toxic chemicals into the water, further damaging the environment. They've now launched their volunteer task force, which goes out every month, come rain, shine or snow, to clean up.
My colleagues have been doing this all through the winter, and the amount of plastic we've covered in these ton bags here is immense.
I think it's a disgrace, and it's incumbent on us all to do something about it now. We can't just leave it to somebody else.
There's a tremendous amount. I feel that bad about it, really. It just shouldn't be there, and I want to do something about it.
Councils, charities and the government are all working on tackling the plastic problem, but until a permanent workable solution is found, it's volunteers like this trying to keep the mess and the danger it poses at bay. Charlotte Cross, ITV News.